Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day. For it's been. I wanted to rebound. I'm going to discuss a few ideas first to about those products I was talking about that may be preventing the ascension. But there is no obligation. There is absolutely no judgment in relationship to that. There's just energetic benefit when we stop that. For when I cook potatoes with garlic, I love that. But spirit for years tell me, no, stop, stop, stop. So, but do it once in a while is okay. Huh? It's like to have for decades I used to drink every night alcohol, but then one day I just naturally stopped. And but I can still enjoy a cognac, or I can still enjoy a cigar. It's like it's really, it's not the product itself. It is the addiction and the dependency that little by little creating a neural links that prevents other neural links from unfolding. So there is no judgment. Just enjoy your life, follow your intuition, and just do not allow. I was just a messenger for what Saint Germain was talking about those things that those products such as alcohol, tobacco, cannabis, meat, coffee, garlic, onions, sugar, potatoes, tomatoes, and some other ones as well. But there is no, just there are sticks that we things we enjoy, and so just go one step at a time, follow your bliss. For the drama will continue, but we need to not react to it. The drama will always be going on. And so it is about letting go and tuning into our frequency, to learning to control our frequency, to stay in the higher frequency. The past is compromise. We certain time there is need to compromise with the ego. There is, the soul needs to make an agreement with the ego and letting go a little bit, so the soul can take a little bit more space. So it's all about compromising. That in diplomacy also, there's all about compromise, so we can find a better solution for increasing the quality of life and finding peace within resolution of situation. Where we are now is turning within, turning in. It's like all those shadows outside, but there is the ocean of peace within. And the future is understanding, through understanding the enlightenment of the mind. When the heart enlightens the mind, those birds that were in the cage realize there was no cage and they can be free. What we're working on now is innocence, is purity. It's about being sincere. There is no judgment. It's all the judgment come from ourselves, and so it's about letting go, being pure, being ourselves, being sincere, and the outcome will be receptivity. We're going to move into a greater state of receptivity and grace. So it's very much what is unfolding, to be always in a receptive mode. For our soul mission is to fulfill God's plan, to awaken humanity, to heal the planet, to heal ourselves, to do all those things. But we need to find joy and appreciation. If we cannot always find joy, for that's like ultimately we want to be always in joy, but it's there's a step towards that, but already to be in acceptation and appreciation. And we always have help from spirit. We have personal guides, but the more we know about them, the more we allow them to, in our vibration and frequency and consciousness, the more they can assist us and protect us. The same thing with the Creator. The more we remind ourselves, we remember ourselves to be an extension of Source and to have the whole Creator, the wholeness of the Creator within, the better the less affected we'll be by the darker aspect of reality. For the whole universe exists within all. Every particle of the dust includes the totality of the universe. Within every being there is the wholeness of God. But we have not discovered that yet, but we will eventually. And so for as soon as the more we are able to cleanse our physical body and let go of certain products that are preventing us, the faster the cellular crystallization will happen as well, and the regeneration of our cells. So. But it's important to accept all that is given through a state of receptivity, the energetic aspect as the reality, what we experience within. The more we are able to do that, the faster the manifestation is just around the corner when we're totally in acceptation. So it takes practice to let go of all the doubts. I'll pull a few more cards. There is 1111 coming, and the source codes will be activated. Everybody will feel it. It will be very strong. The highest wisdom is imagination. Continue to imagine, to dream, to envision, to visualize this ideal life, this living in a beautiful world, and where freedom and joy rules, and focus on imagining, being creative with your imagination. What we need to understand is, may the truth be. the truth will come out. So there's going to be a great deal of revelation that will be coming out. Some of the darker truths will be hidden from the mainstream humanity because it's so dark they wouldn't be able to handle it. So it's going to come by step. But and so all this conspiracy, there is another conspiracy that is very essential to understand, is the conspiracy of the higher forces of the universe, the higher light. They're all conspiring since the beginning of time to free us, to bring us to this empowerment and this ascension. So there's the conspiracy of light. For light will hide a lot, but is always working towards this ascension. What we need to do is respect the rules, to be one with the law, to be one with to see the law of perfection, the law of one. Even though we're not perfect, we can move step by step towards that, and that's enough to show intent. And the outcome will be a brand new life, a new life emerging from that cocoon. So it is all coming. This year is going to be the before the end of the year. It's this great inner transmutation. We need to continue to practice the four infinite virtues of the heart, which is joy, which is kindness, which is compassion, and which is clemency. For those things, it's like in 3D, kindness is considered a weakness, but it is not. If you're kind, you can never regret to be kind. If you're compassionate either, and then you find joy, and then you find clemency, you let go of judgment. So continue to cultivate those inner, those are very essential, and take care of yourself as best as you can. It's very important for understanding that all that we live in the world, this physical world, is created by the collective consciousness. As the collective consciousness grows and evolves, the world will change. That is inevitable. For we're learning to become leaders and creators of our own reality, and to be constant, to be constant within that desire. But there is and the power come from within, from our own power. But yet we're going to come to a point where there's going to be the strength in unity, when there are many people that are going in the same direction, when there's 1 million people that are completely free of the illusion, then everything will change. That will be enough. So you need to gather if you can enlighten and bring people, 1,000 people on that way, and then they bring 1,000 people on their way, then the million will become the million, and everything will shift. So it is that was something that was revealed long ago, but so it is. But there is power in the constituency. And letting all others be where they are. As long as we feel like something else needs to happen before we find this peace, we have to accept that everything is perfect as it is. Everybody's learning and going through, growing through. So as long as we see the darkness. For the darkness, the tree of knowledge, the good and evil, was necessary for the determine self-awareness and free will. For this planet was created for some people. There was a different source of creation for this civilization. Some people wanted to create as an integrated civilization, but then the original founders wanted this planet of polarity, so humanity could make their own decision and become self-aware and turns towards the love and light and resolve many galactic conflict in that process. So it is all part of the process. If we knew only the tree of knowledge, that is really what we need to know, the all love, all one, all light, there would be no self-awareness of that which is the polarity of that has been going on in the universe. So we're coming to solve a lot of that. A lot of people are still living by procuration. They find the life of celebrity more interesting than their life, or what's going on social media. But what's going on is so much more essential to listen to what's going on within, for that is where the power lies. And we'll find inner peace once we can accept that all is perfect within all things, and then we can let go and relax. It's all about relaxation, being relaxed, and to make all our processes automatic. This kindness, this lucidity, this serenity, to make it automatic, to become an automatic, not to have to think or remind ourselves we are the light, we are the love, we are that which we are. Eventually it becomes an automatism. for going from being a finite mortal beings to an infinite eternal beings is not an easy process. It takes a lot of deconditioning. So, but it is happening. For the fourth dimension is a transition realm that we're passing through right now. It will not last forever. Eventually, the third and fourth dimension will completely collapse, and they will just in our planet, in our solar system, and eventually in the whole galaxy, and eventually the whole universe will be ascended, will move into light and life. But it will not last forever. So I just thought I mentioned that. Well, also wanted to mention, when you hold the frequency, you are creating a very effective protection. I'll use an example. In the early 90s, I was living in Denver, first in South Denver, then in North Denver. And when I lived in South Denver, there was many tornadoes that were like woo, woo, all around the house. And so I had this channeling session, and I talked to my master guide, and he explained to me, you want to hold on to the fifth dimensional frequency, to the state of grace and peace, and to force everybody to move into the state of peace, or everybody that's inside the house, to move into that state. Because if there is fear, then the tornado can just wipe out your house. But there is no fear. The tornadoes will walk around. They can knock at the door, but they will not come. They will not come. For all is one and connected in nature. So that is a very efficient way to hold your frequency. Will definitely create this protection, and call on your guides and call on your creator and your guides as well. That will definitely assist. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It's very kind. I'm very honored to be able to communicate on those subjects that are very from the heart, that comes from those things, and I'm very honored that you listen to them. And I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to report on some of the progress of the painting. This one I haven't really worked out the colors yet. It's about the super universe. The structure is there, but the color is not there yet. So I'm gonna definitely see what. This one I started using black on it to separate the line. The black and the red are very powerful in the paintings they're creating. It's about the 7 families of spirit beings. This one too. No, this is the poem of Baudelaire. It's not finished. It's. I'm probably gonna. This is like those paintings are giving me some hard time sometimes, but it's a very slow and methodical process. This is another cosmological painting. I started using black on it. It makes it stronger. It's building up slowly but surely. This one is a small painting. I had it. Love is all. That is. Love is all, that is. So it's just building up. It's like an upside down surrealist painting. It's like even upside down, the word love is still love. It's just a reverse of love. And those two are nearly finished, just cosmology paintings. I just need to work out the planet Earth here. On the bottom, on the edge of the 7 super universe. There are 7 super universe. And maybe just making a little tiny modification. There's like, and this one too is nearly finished. I just need to rework a little bit the center here and the 7 shiny orbs of paradise, and they will be done. Well, I'm going to finish with a song, and for there are so much that is ready to unfold. It's all going to be happening very all at once, for when we are ready for something that happens, and there's this 1111 portal that will definitely activate the source code within. And so this is an old song from The Cure. I think it's called Just Like Heaven. Show me how you do that trick, the one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said, and threw her arms around my neck. Show me how you do it, and I promise you, I'll promise that I'll run away with you, I'll run away with you. Spinning on that dizzy edge, and I kissed her face, and I kissed her head, and dream of all the different ways I had to make her glow. Why are you so far away, she said. Why don't you ever know that I'm in love with you, that I'm in love with you? You, soft and only, you, lost and lonely, you, strange as angels, dancing in a deepest ocean, twisting in the water. You're just like a dream, you're just like a dream. They likely me into shape. I must have been asleep for days, and moving lips to breathe a name. I opened up my eyes, and found myself alone, 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 above the raging sea, that stole the only girl I loved, and drowned her deep inside of me. You, soft and only, you, lost and lonely, you, just like heaven. So we want to move, find a way to move into this frequency of heaven. So we can, it's really what the destiny lies, huh? To be in a state of grace. And the card of the day is the Ace of Gabriel, the archangel, the messenger of God, the archangel of ascension. And here she tells she said, passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The opportunity to do something marvelous is opening itself to you. Rejoice. So it's very much about being in the rejoicing, in this marvelous energy where we feel that there is no more contrast. For we're dealing with the contrast when we're dealing with the contrast with grace. The contrast soften up. There is it assists the world in finding this balance point. Well, I hope you will definitely find this balance point, this rejoicing, to follow your passion and to become. To move into this state of marvelous wonderment of reality, and may our life be that expression of joy, and continue to practice those virtues of the heart, which are kindness, compassion, joy, and clemency. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.